Wish we had someone who could tell us. We have Kalee.
We do. Kalee, any rain on the way?
Actually, I got some good news about rainfall for us because we're actually going to be moving into a very active weather pattern next week where we're going to see a couple of chances of rain, which is good news. But before that, we're very, very dry right now, a very dry air mass in place. So we're going to have to work really hard to get some of that moisture here by the time we get to Sunday because we have this system off to our west. It's coming from the southwest, going to move through the southern plains. It's going to continue to track in our direction through the weekend. And then by the beginning of next week, that's when we're going to start to see some of that shower and thunderstorm activity. But until then, southeast is going to be completely dry as we head into your Friday afternoon and into your Saturday as well. But we are going to increase our cloud cover as we have cloud off to our west. This is Friday evening. We're going to have a few clouds, Hamilton, Vernon, and Aliceville seeing cloud cover into your Saturday, but the cloud cover doesn't get thick until we get to your Sunday, and Sunday evening is when we're going to start to introduce those rain chances. But until then, we're going to stay dry. Quick look at your tropical storm Richard out there. It is 40-mile-per-hour winds. It's stationary right now. We're going to be watching this, though, as we go through the next couple days. Quick look at your 7-day forecast. As I said, great days in store Friday and Saturday, but then we start to see a couple chances of rain. Good morning and welcome back to Wake Up Alabama. Much quieter here in the central Alabama area as we start off your Tuesday, but we do see a very large storm that is moving through the Midwest this morning, and it is creating blizzard warnings in effect for the Dakotas and severe thunderstorm warnings all the way through Illinois and watches all the way down into Mississippi. This storm is going to quickly move to the east, so we are going to be seeing this line of storms create severe and even strong thunderstorms here as we head into the latter part of the afternoon and evening hours. So just be aware of that, damaging winds as well as hail and heavy rainfall. Very similar setup to where we were yesterday morning. Now here's the timeline we're looking at. This is Tuesday morning by 8:15. Then you watch that line continue to push to the east, still staying very thin as it moves across. This is Tuesday afternoon. This is where we start to see it move into our area. So be aware for your evening commute home from work. Could see some heavy rain and also some very windy conditions that we're going to see all day long today. But this cold front's going to move through and be out of our hair by the time we get to your Wednesday evening. And then into Thursday, we're going to see a very cool, dry air mass in place. And temperatures are going to be quite a bit different than they have been the last couple days, dropping from the 80s to the 70s by the time we hit your weekend. So Halloween weekend looks to be cooler and feel more like October. Thanks, Jim. Now let's take a look at our forecast as we are starting off on the quiet side compared to yesterday with those strong storms that moved through. But if you look just to our northwest, we have a very similar line of storms called a squall line that's moving across into the Midwest this morning, creating some problems there with damaging winds as well as hail and also very heavy downpours. Now, how is that going to impact us? Well, this same cold front's going to continue to push in our direction, and we are just getting southerly winds, and we're under a wind advisory. It's really pushing up 20, 30-mile-per-hour winds today. Warm, moist air. Look at these temperatures, 76 degrees in Tuscaloosa. We've got 75 degrees in the Birmingham area, 72 in Coleman this morning. So very warm air, and that warm air being pushed up from the Gulf of Mexico is going to continue to warm us up into the afternoon. 85 degrees as the high temperature today, dropping to only about 66 as the overnight low